Ayo Flova, welcome to a new, well, in that case, probably little podcast format more. Because today we are not going to, well, in a way, we're going to react to something. But today I just want to talk a bit um, about a news that has occurred earlier today. And it's a news that you have all already heard about it, let's face it. On December 31st, Fromis9 is going to leave Pledis Entertainment and Hybe since their contracts are ending there and none of them, not a single member, renewed the contract. This is. It's kind of a weird news, honestly, because it is so shocking in its obviousness, if you know what I mean. Like, I expected it to happen, and I think most of us expected it to happen sooner or later. Based on Fromis9 and their like career on how things have gone, it's was so obvious that when the time comes that their contracts are going to end, that probably none of them would be renew, and that's the situation we have right now. And the thing is, even though it was quite obvious and it was to be expected, and honestly I hoped for it to happen for years now already, since they are under Pledis. Now that it actually happens, now that the announcement has come, I mean, it doesn't feel like a win now, does it? It's just, it's hopefully the end of a lot of like suffering for the girls, a lot of hardship and begging they had to do to even be allowed to work. But the way it happens is just, it just doesn't feel good. I mean, obviously it doesn't feel good. We're losing, at least for now, from Fromis9. The thing is, all of the members have released handwritten letters on their social media, and I have read through all of them with the limited translation stuff that I have had access to. So I didn't have a proper translation yet, so I can't really talk about nuances in the letters. But overall, it's tough to say whether they can make one hopeful or if they are more like a farewell. You know what I mean? So I don't know if the girls are going to continue being idols, if some of them are going to continue being idols, if some of them are going to venture into different areas where they stay in the public, or if some of them are even going to step out of the spotlight, which would not be that surprising, honestly. I mean, 7 years of all of those shit shows of companies. What was it? Stone Music, Off the Record, Pledis, Hybe. Absolutely terrible. Each and every one of those companies fucked up majorly. And I honestly, for me personally, it's tough to imagine that after all of this, you still want to keep going. Of course, the letters, they were also filled with like love and thank you messages for Flovers, and a lot of mentions of them hoping we continue to support them on their future paths. But that's kind of the thing. It's beautiful to read, and I loved reading through the letters. Loved as much as you can love reading through the letters. But that doesn't really say much. Like, that doesn't really say, hey, I'm going to continue a certain path, or I'm going to completely switch gears. In the end, we will have to see. I mean, we still have a bit over a month, only a tiny bit over a month left, with Fromis still being fromisnain. And from that point on, I guess we just have to see what is, what direction they're going to go. I've already made, right after I learned about it, or shortly after I learned about it, a community post where I summarize stuff. So I may say stuff again that I've already written in there, but it's so, like, when you think about it, we're talking about girls that wanted nothing but work. That's all they wanted. Like, all this time, we have had so many situations where the girls themselves have told us that they talk to the companies and beg them basically to let them work, to let them do something, because that's all they wanted to do. All they wanted to be is idols and being able to perform, to produce content for us fans to enjoy, and to distract ourselves maybe even from the everyday life. Stuff that they didn't have because they were the ones producing the shit for us. And they went through so many ups and downs throughout their entire career, from having literally no music whatsoever, but being full-time YouTubers, to having comebacks and decent actually variety content, to completely losing footing of everything, having barely any variety whatsoever to speak of, and one comeback a year, which has been majorly neglected by the very company that was supposed to make it big. And still, and that's the crazy thing about Fromis, and still, not only did they keep going, but still they grew. Like, still they managed to reach new heights throughout their career. I mean, they reached a freaking career high with their last comeback. Supersonic. Tremendous success throughout the entirety of South Korea. And not even that was enough for the company to at least try to somewhat build on it. I mean, now, I assume that by the time they did Supersonic, they and the company already knew that they wouldn't renew. So the thing is, I would like to say that this explains things. That this explains that Pledis did not invest much into follow-up promotions or any kinds of content for Fromis. But it has been that way since ever. So it doesn't excuse anything, you know? It doesn't make sense. Fromis9 has shown over the course of the year since debut, have they shown that they have mad potential to go up and up and up and higher and higher. They could have been so fucking big if they would have been allowed to be big. But since debut, they just got sabotaged and sabotaged and sabotaged by each and every fucking company. And this is so maddening to think about, that despite being in so many companies, not one gave a shit about them. And this is kind of what is making this announcement so hard, I would say, because technically it's one of the best scenarios you can think of for an idol career to end. Like, the contract is ending. We know they're getting a farewell song on December 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. Technically, you could say that is a solid ending in a way, but if you pile up all the shit that has accumulated and led to this moment, I just can't help but being pissed, angry, disappointed, disgusted, and none of it at Fromis. Everything at the companies. Absolutely everything. And that they're fucking up so hard. They're playing with those people that, again, want absolutely nothing more than doing their fucking job. They want to do nothing more than make money for that fucking company, basically, okay? If you want to bring it down to the absolute economics. That's all they want, okay? That they're doing it mainly because of the fans doesn't matter. From a company point of view, that's all they want. All they want to do is rake in money for you, and not even that you're allowing them. And that is pissing me off so hard. And I mean, today was a sick day, if you think about it. Fromis, New Jeans, and L'Ensemble, 3 breaks with their companies. 2 of these in Hybe, by the way. That shithole of a company, dude. And it's so frustrating to see that these just genuine good people who just wanted to live their dream got denied exactly that. For 7 years straight. And that is what is making it so hard for me to imagine some of them say, I want to continue. Some of them probably will. And I am looking forward to it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say all of them are going to continue. They're going to go to a new company. Don't know. BPM. I have no clue. BPM likes to buy stuff. Maybe there. But they're going to go, all of them, all 8, going to go to a new company. They re-debut, and everything's going to be great. History says otherwise. I would love to be proven wrong. I would absolutely love to be proven wrong. I hope that happens. But in case it does not, I'm looking forward to whatever else the girls are going to do. I deeply, deeply hope for the most of them it involves music. I truly do. But if it does not, it's their decision to make, and they have every right to take the matters in their own hand. However, this entire video has been quite depressing and sad, but I don't want to end it on such a note, because if you think about Fromis, they've endured so much. I mean, they started in shit. They started swimming through shit towards their dream from the very beginning, with participating in the unloved little sister of Produce 101, if you think about it, Idol School. Like, Idol School itself has been a shithole. And right from the debut, they have gotten so much hate for every little thing. Like, I still remember how many people just cursed at them, saying that they're all visuals and there's no talent whatsoever. And they endured. They said, no, we can't fucking do this. We can't fucking do this. And they fought. And I will never freaking forget it. Like, there's one thing that always pops into my mind. And I really mean this when I hear fromis_9. And that is literally the promise they have made in the early days of their career. If you guys remember, I can't recite it in Korean. You know what I mean? When they told us that they would, despite everything, grow to be our idol. And I dare say that they have done exactly that. They have grown and grown and grown and grown tremendously. Not just in a musical kind of sense. Like, if you look at their flawless, I want to add, discography, how it has evolved in all of those years. But also, like, the girls themselves as people, as idols. They have honed their skills. They have shown people over and over and over and over again that they're not just this pretty facade that people until today like to call them, that they're all visuals, that they have actually talent to back all of that shit up. They're one of the most synchronized groups out there. They're one of the best dancers out there. They have one of the best vocals in K-pop. And they're just one of the most genuine good people this industry has ever produced, honestly. That the industry has ever let into the world. And I am so happy, honestly, and grateful that I have discovered fromis basically like from episode 1 of Idol School, because that marks so many years that I was allowed to witness their growth, basically. Like, fromis_9 has been by my side, basically, through the majority of my K-pop life. And they have been such a steady and fantastic constant in this entire journey, and not just for me personally, but also for this channel. And you're watching this video right now on. They have been here since the beginning of the channel, even since the beginning of the channel I had before. That is gone. Dead. Thank you, Mnet, by the way, for that. But fromis_9 has been a major part of my K-pop persona and this channel from the very beginning. I mean, I don't see any other group I have a freaking weekly format of on this channel for I don't know how many years Flow Video is going at this point, guys. I have no clue. Many, many, many years of weekly fromis_9 variety content, and I am not sick of it. And in case you were wondering this, I can tell you it's not gonna stop. Like, even with the end of fromis_9's contracts, the Flow videos aren't going to stop. And if we reach the point where there is absolutely no new fromis content, honestly, I'm down with doing it all again. Like, there's a shitload of Channel 9 that maybe wants to be rediscovered. I don't know, guys. I don't know how Flow Video will continue. All I can say is that it is going to continue, because I'm not letting go of fromis. They have sparked a fire in me that they have carried through their entire career, from even before their career. A spark that has carried through this entire freaking channel. A spark that allowed a lot of people to find their way to this channel. This is something I cherish. Like, of course, the amount of people that are watching these videos, it fluctuates. There have been times, I think, when we watched Channel 9 in the house, where the flow videos have reached over 1,000 views per video. And there are times where there are videos that maybe don't even reach 100. That is the truth. That is the reality. But honestly, that fire hasn't slowed down a bit. For me, and I hope not for you. I am going to continue. And even if the videos reach only 5 views a video, then I'm going to produce those videos for 5 flowers out there still wanting that fromis9 fire inside of them. Because I feel like, honestly, this is one thing, the one thing I can do for Fromis, that we can do as fans of Fromis, is they have cared and have grown that fire since their debut, and we as fans can continue it after and into whatever else they're going to do from this point on. I mean, maybe they're all redebuting together, and everything I'm saying here right now is just a little, a dude being melancholic, and in the end, it's not so bad, and we can just celebrate together. Or maybe in the end, it is going to be just a few members continuing their dream. But that fire, we're going to carry for them, with them, for as long as we are all freaking there, guys. So, with that in mind, thank you so much for listening to me babbling on about until the very end here. What I just said, I really mean it, guys. It's a promise. I'm continuing the promise that fromis9 has made hereby to you. I will grow to be your top flower. Let's say I will grow to be your top Fromis safe haven on YouTube. That is my goal that I want to reach. And until then, and even further, once it may be reached, we will grow together. That's a pinky promise for you guys and for Fromis themselves. And thank you so much for watching this video until now. And they will never see it, but still, I want to say thank you so much, Fromis, for being such a important part, not just of my K-pop life, but my life in general, for producing so much music and variety content, and just content overall, that has helped through going through tough times, that has always been such a source of happiness and strength. I will cherish it forever. And I know that this is the case for a lot of other flowers out there. Thank you so much. And this is not the end. As some of you said in your letters, it's a beginning of something. I don't know of what, but I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much for everything. And see you in the next fromis9 video next Thursday, guys. We're continuing with the video. Never stopping.